Welcome to Everything Currency. This is a show where we talk about everything crypto and mo. I'm your host Jay, and today I am testing my live stream setup for you guys to make sure I can get some pretty nice sound and visuals going on through the live stream, so we can go ahead and get those going for good, so we can start talking about these charts, crypto market, carbon credits, and more. So go ahead and like this. Subscribe. Go ahead and like the subscribe button. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you want to learn more about cryptocurrency and how to change your financial situation like I did through crypto and a bunch of other stuff. So today we're going to talk about the Bitcoin chart. We're going to talk about a couple of news articles that kind of just reiterate an idea that's been floating around the crypto market more and more nowadays, but it's still very important to talk about. But let's just get right into the video. Now, by the end, you'll understand exactly what I'm talking about. So go ahead and watch the video all the way to the end. So right now, let's take a look at this chart right here. So if we look at this Bitcoin chart right here, this is the weekly Bitcoin chart. We can see on the weekly last week we got a little bit of a doji, but for me, look, we're still below this 13 moving averages, so all this looks bearish. We can come all the way back up to $13,300 and still be bearish in my opinion. As a matter of fact, we can come all the way up to 22,000 and still get bearish in my opinion. Now, what I want to see is that we do one of these things right here. Here's when it'll change. When the price comes up, retest this, comes down and bounces, that will create a double bottom right here. That will get me a little bit more bullish on Bitcoin. But until I see that, it's not going to really change right just yet. Now, if we are getting bullish right now, people are calling bottoms and stuff like that. I can see this maybe coming up, like I said, getting to 2022, but we'll still be kind of bearish. The red line is where I got to start reiterating things and thinking a little bit different. But for now, this is what I'm seeing on this weekly chart. And then when I go right here to the monthly chart, I can see that not really much on this chart telling me that things will be any different. We barely had our bearish cross, our bearish 13 and 34 cross on the monthly. So I say a couple more months, at least 6 maybe, until these things kind of go sideways, let these moving averages cool off, and then we can get something that looks really bullish, that we want to see be bullish for a nice period of time. Let me check this, make sure I'm doing this right. All right, for sure. Now let's get into after that. I want to take a look at this DXY because it kind of shows me a little bit of a something as well. So when I look at this on the monthly chart, I can see we're not really done yet. Like the DXY still needs to come down here and retest this and could possibly go even higher. That's why I'm a little bit more bearish than some people right now. I'm paying close attention to that. Now if it breaks below this green line, and that's a green light for all of the assets right there. That's the green light for all of the assets down. We see that in the last 3 months this has been coming down. When we go to the weekly, we can see it's getting pretty bearish on the weekly, and that's been playing out right here in the DJI. So we can see that DJI has been responding pretty good to that DXY price going down. It's kind of like the inverse or whatever, but the DJI is kind of leading the SPX and it's kind of leading Bitcoin. So this looks pretty bullish on the weekly chart for the short term. When we go right here to this monthly chart, we can see it has broken out, as of 2 months ago, and it's looking like it's doing a bearish retest. So if it doesn't come down and drop below 33 in the next 17 days or so, then that could be pretty bearish. But look, this is breaking out and could give us some sideways momentum right there in the DJI. And then this right here, the SPX, is still getting rejected. It's actually in a no trade zone right here, but it is breaking out on the weekly. So we can see, like I said, and DJI is already breaking out. SPX is following kind of behind that. Bitcoin's following kind of really behind the SPX. But crypto has been having a lot of bearish news, so there's been a little bit of a super bearish sentiment going on for Bitcoin as far as like any short-term jumps and stuff like that. But I'm just thinking like, hey, short-term we can have a little bounce, like I said, up to like one of these red lines right here, like 19,000, maybe 20,000. But in the long term, we're still looking kind of bearish in the next couple of months. And then we got Ergo Blockchain saying insufficient funds. This is actually a company that does Bitcoin mining. They're saying that they don't have enough funds. They're going to have to start closing. They got their trading halted and stuff like that. So all this stuff looks bad for crypto, especially when you got these Kraken exchange founder Jesse Powell says Binance has a big red flags in the proof of reserve. Now Binance is the top exchange in crypto right now, and if they went down like FTX went down, it would be really bad for crypto. For sure, it'd be really bad for crypto. And considering they got the whole BNB like token, and if BNB token crashes, then a lot of the Binance Smart Chain ecosystem could have issues. But I'm not too familiar with how the entire BSC system is correlated, but it all kind of revolves around the BNB coin, and I know BNB coin is used for a lot of collateral on that side, that on that blockchain and on the side of things. So that's just something to be wary about. We could still be having some more downside. Side note: how do you guys feel about the AI right now? Because you can obviously tell this is an AI generated picture, and we got real artists right now saying, "Hey, the AI is taking all the work." Now, listen, people, AI is gonna keep taking work from people, but it's interesting to see that it's stealing people's art styles and then making other stuff. That's what people say. But yeah, I'm all for AI. Let's go. As humans, we gotta get more creative. Let's get it. But back to what I was talking about. Got a little bit of stuffy nose right now, but the drink some coffee. Rushing through this a little bit, huh? Gotta slow down. You don't want to rush through life, you know. Anyways, back to what I was saying. The BNB token is something to watch right now. The Binance Smart Chain is something to watch right now. Kraken founder is releasing a whole bunch of information. He knows something. I know he got some red flags. He's also telling people to remove their crypto off of his exchange, and that's just something that it's good for him. Like, that's dope that he's telling people to actually self custody your own crypto. That's what crypto is all about. If you have banks and other people custodying your crypto, then you do not need cryptocurrency. That is just it. We need crypto so that we don't have these people. I mean, I take that back. There's a ton of other uses for crypto, but one of the main uses for Bitcoin was that we remove the middleman out of the situation. So, looking right here though, for everybody who's like, damn, Jay, all doom and gloomy, we bearish and this and this and that. This is the most bullish news of the next 5 years right here. 13% of Americans have held crypto, only 13%. So even with the whole mania of Doge and all these people pumping Shiba and Floki and all these coins that may or may have not found their way and are doing something with utility in this market, there's only been 13% of Americans, and America is just one country in the whole entire world. So just, we're still early. People don't like to say that anymore, but we're still early. Now, I wanted to also reach out right here. Paxful CEO says you need to self custody your own assets. So we got Kraken CEO, Paxful CEO, and also Binance saying you need to CZ saying that you need to self custody your own assets. Now, in my opinion, the authorities are coming after these folks. They want the information. They want to know your transactions. They want to get this data that's going to help them to control us, or not even to control us, tax us, whatever it is that they want to do with the data. You can go ahead and be creative about what they want to do with that data, but they're trying to get it, and they want to, and there's some things going on behind the scenes for all these CEOs to be speaking up. So it's just something to keep in mind. But overall, you guys, we are still early for cryptocurrency. And right now, I'm just saying, hey, short term, we might have a little bit of an uptick. But overall, we are still in the bear market. It's still DCA time right now. It is DCA time right now. Just collect all that crypto, but don't be spending all your hard-earned cash on it. Just throw, make it rain on the crypto one time and just scoop it up over time. By the time this market gets back to where it was, you're going to be feeling really, really happy about that. And then when it goes past where it was, you'll be ecstatic about it. This is not financial advice. Anything can happen, Stupid ass Gov can come in and say, hey, shut it all off. But most likely that's not going to happen. So, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed to the channel. Like I said, again, feeling a little bit under the weather today, so shout out to you guys if you made it to the end of the video. Let me know in the comment box that you were here. Follow me on Telegram. I got a link in the description for my Telegram group. It is free. Let's get it. RIP to Crypto Roots. Think positive, and positive things will happen. Till next time, peace.